Hello everyone, welcome to my new YouTube channel. I'd like to share with everyone why I got into the world of fountain pen. I'm actually quite new with this interest, no more than 2 weeks old. So it all started from quite a very young age. I've always been interested and fascinated by people with really very nice handwriting. I always tend to associate them with being refined and fine, enjoying the finer things in life. And people with these really nice, fine, and refined handwriting, they tend to use fountain pens. But at that time, the common misconception I have with fountain pens is that they tend to leak. I always see images of people using fountain pen and they're writing halfway and a sudden blob of ink leak onto the paper, thus ruining the entire work. I've also seen on dramas where people keep their fountain pen on their breast pocket and there's a blob of ink on their pocket, and this kind of thing only happens with people who use fountain pen. And so I've avoided fountain pen my whole life and have always been a big fan of ballpoint pens. They are extremely smooth to write, and we'll be sharing with you what kind of ballpoint pen I've been using. But only quite recently, because I had a friend who's really crazy and enthusiastic about collecting pens, and he let me have a go with his fountain pen and his rhodia paper, and it was a really nice combination. The two of them together made for a very smooth writing experience, and it's definitely something that you'd want to consider if writing is something that you do for therapeutic reasons. I write for therapeutic reasons. Every time I write something, even if it's just a word or a sentence or a phrase, it does feel quite nice. Alright, but here's the thing. Fountain pen and using one will not automatically or magically make your handwriting look nice. If they look like shit right now, a $10,000 pen would not be able to save it. It will still look like shit. So I suggest that before you start investing in a fountain pen, that you get one of the cheap pens, a gel pen, and maybe get one of these rhodia papers and have a go with practicing. Right here, what I have with me is a Pilot G3 gel pen. So before you invest in a fountain pen, get one of these. Look, it's only $1.95 from any bookshop or stationery shop, and then you can start practicing with it first. So you can go buy yourself one of these rhodia papers, or otherwise you can actually go onto Google and download trace papers or practice papers for practicing your cursive first before going ahead to buy a fountain pen. With this pen, you can start off by writing simple strokes. So with this pen, and I guarantee you that this comes close, or if not is just as smooth as any fountain pen out there. With this pen, you can practice some simple strokes first. So I'll go like this. And like I said, I myself am quite new to this world of cursive writing and fountain pens, so I'm still really not that good at it yet. So this is just my really very poor attempt at practicing my strokes. So you want to practice this one, and maybe you can practice this. Maybe in a separate video I can share with you how to write all the small letters so that they look a lot neater and nicer. I still am struggling with it, so we are all learning this together, right? So this pen here is really very nice, and I suggest that before you even start looking at fountain pen, you should get yourself one of these and play with it a little bit. I'm going to write all the alphabets. You see, even as of right now, I'm still struggling a bit, thinking about how I should go on with the stroke. F, G, H, I, J. Nope, should be this, right? Look at the... Alright, I am struggling a bit with R as well, because this is quite a bit of getting used to. The R, as we all are used to writing it like that or like this. The cursive version does not look anything close to an R that we are familiar with at all. So sometimes when I am writing words like struggle, so this R here, it just doesn't feel that fluent, but I guess after some time it should get better. What I do sometimes to practice is I will use my finger and write the alphabet in the air, so R will go something like that. Yeah, it's going to take a bit of time. So R, S as well. Sometimes I write it like this, sometimes you know what, it depends on where the letter S is placed in the word. So sometimes if we have a double S, like this word here, hissing, then naturally I will write it like that. Although there are ways where you can write it like this as well, but it really depends on the speed and my mood. And right after S, we go on to T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Z is also a bit quite new to me. Sometimes I struggle with it. So I have to write something, and then I have to think about how I go about writing it. One trick that I have to help me to not be so inconsistent is to actually think and picture what the word looks like first before writing it. So let me see. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. So the word lazy, for example, see, I can't write it fluently if I don't think about it. Lazy. So how do I join the Z, you see? So it's definitely something that needs to be practiced. Lazy. There. I'm quite satisfied with this one. Alright. So this is my quick introduction to the world of fountain pens and why I got into the world of fountain pens. In my next video, I will be using my newly bought Lamy All-Star, and I will be filling it with my Noodler's ink. Subscribe and give it a like, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.